we're short on time. We've got one more question. I'm going to ask that question because it's the elephant in the room. We as voters are going to be going to the polls. If you're not already voted, I think there's an issue on the ballot regarding funding of schools. Am I right? You are. I think I saw that on the ballot. So here's your opportunity. You've got a captive audience to make your plea for more money, funding for our schools, and why we should, when we're already paying a lot for a lot of different things, what's going to be the result? What are we going to see as a benefit of this new tax issue? I'll give it to both of you, and we'll be done, I think, at that time.
Thank you for that question.
You're very
I've been
welcome.
waiting for you to ask that all night. All right. I unfortunately have been involved with the previous 3 unsuccessful referendums on this issue since 2009. And this was a law that was developed identical to the state of Iowa. The entire state of Iowa has this, as well as every surrounding county of Rock Island. Henry, Mercer, and Whiteside County, as well as Knox and Warren County have this tax. Now, it addresses many of the issues that we talked about already tonight, especially for United Township's perspective, is security. We know we need to make a more secure environment for our school. That we had some drawings provided for us last year that addressed that issue, to address things that East Moline has done. We have a much larger building. We have survey about 1,800 kids. We have a lot of things to consider as far as safety goes. But from the taxation perspective, I've talked with a couple of media outlets on the taxation perspective. We are definitely property tax heavy. We all know that as property tax payers. This gets away from our reliance on property taxes. So every time a school in the Illinois Quad Cities, East Moline's putting the air conditioning on at Glenview, we put new roofs on our school this year. We have additional roofs going on next summer. That's paid for out of property taxes. We do that through the levy process called Fire Prevention, Health, Life Safety, and we sell bonds through that as well. That all is paid for by us as property taxpayers. This has an opportunity to pay out of a sales tax where everybody's paying for that. In Rock Island County, it's estimated about 30% of the sales tax money comes from folks that are not from Rock Island County. It's people traveling through on John Deere Corridor, wherever, that are shopping at Target or Walmart, what have you, that are going home to Geneseo or just traveling through. So it's an opportunity for us to share the wealth, just as we've done for the last 15 years when we go over to Davenport or Bettendorf to shop, and we're contributing to their schools. And this is vital to the resurgence of Rock Island County, in my opinion. We are losing quality people across the state line. We've got to keep those people. Quality schools, facilities are a key component to those things. It addresses those issues. I think Kristen has talked with the community about the need for an additional school. We have a lot of issues that this will address over time.
Yeah, if I could just add, I think he said it extremely well. If you've seen Glenview and Ridgewood, you've seen what our schools should look like, but that's not enough. What we need is we need a climate-controlled environment. We need new boilers. We need new roofs. These are not neat things where people have a lot of passion about. But we have to get some of these things done, because what we really need are 21st century learning environments, so all of our kids have access to these great chemistry labs. Dr. Morrow, United Township, tell them about your chemistry lab and how you paid for it.
We have about 150 of our students at UT come from Henry County, reside in Henry County. They passed that about 2 years ago. So we get about $50,000, $60,000 a year, depending on the year. So we just rehabbed a chemistry lab that was original with the South Campus building in 1960. It's on our website, uths.net. I encourage you to take a look at it. It's a small example, but a really nice example of what we can do with that money.
And I want all of our children to have access. You see these schools in the collar counties of Chicago, like New Trier, and you see the access these kids have to these amazing resources and amazing facilities. Our kids should have that too. Our kids should be able to see all the possibilities. all of our kids should be dreaming about bigger things. It might not necessarily be college, but we should be able to provide some of these things, some of these great classrooms and environments, because we don't know what their future holds, and we have to give them every chance we can. The local option sales tax would take money away. Property tax owners, your property tax would drop. For most of you in this room, because the East Moline School Board has said they will no longer levy the nickel. We levy a nickel to take care of our buildings. That pulls in about $165,000 per year. That will no longer be levied while I'm superintendent or while this board is there, because we think the penny sales tax would get us about 1.3 to 1.4 million per year. That would take care of our facilities. That is the money that could be used to build a new neighborhood school. You can use that money to do that. Taxpayers wouldn't have to foot that bill. Schools build neighborhoods. Realtors show people coming into the community, what are the first thing they do? What school will my children go to? We need to show them the best schools in the Quad Cities are right here in East Moline.